whole thing, like the chicken toy and stuff. If you're sitting here and you can counter that, right? Look at what it does for them versus, now you're trying to get them to hold a pencil. But when the pelvis is a word release or whatever, but that integration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not even a release.
I can do so much more now versus. And with some kids, it really is that instant. Some, especially when the femur is lost that, torsion, all that sort of stuff, and they straighten out, then you're going to have so much less to work with because of that. But it's still possible to offer them that essence at a much higher level than what they're used to. And when that happens too, you should have felt it instantly, but your lower rib cage too will fall more into place versus getting more of that concave kind of patterning. But along too, what that would do for osteoporosis, that you can just sit there and come up to center versus, I need to sit up straight kind of, where it needs to be a more muscular base versus that natural. As you know, the gravity can't keep this ball in, right? But if you put this ball in some water, which is what I just did with your pelvis and uterus. So see, the ball's at the edge, right? But if I go slow enough, do you see how the ball rates itself? So if I start doing this, see how it finds gravity. So when I work with you like that in a very slow basis, that's where your spine, or wherever it is, the system mechanics, will right
and
to
then
center.
You get this bounce.
Yeah.
This feeling of finding, yeah.
But if I go fast, then the velocity of the water changes, and it's much harder to then counter that, and you'll see those kind of movements which are more that of gravity. But to defy gravity or get the system to right itself, you just go into that slowness, and it'll just find it.
Right, and then you can start reproducing it. That's what.
Right, but also this is what you'll be learning next week. Everyone's going to get a bowl in water with a ball that you can, once you start to feel it in this, then it's just so much easier to look for it in other systems. Just like when I did it originally to you, when I let you feel it, and then when I did it this way, it's like your body was naturally doing it. Once you start feeling that, your body will just automatically start looking for it, because then it's just free. See, I was doing it still so skeletal and trying to, work with the rotation. So eventually let's say if I was doing an ATM and then, had to find it. But once you play with that ball thing and you actually, you can feel more of that gravity thing, and it just changes the way you even do the lessons. But the little difference in that, again, you're bringing in that opposition of two forces to do that. But for these kids, again, these chairs and stuff, my ability in this position, even when I know what I do, to quote, even tilt my pelvis to a pose, I'm dead. There's just those functions just get, and how many times it takes to tell the central nervous system that they can't do something, even non-verbally, you've lost it, or it's gone very dormant.
We're learning. I can only do it the hard way.
Yeah.